Hi, everyone, and welcome to the 5-day challenge, actionable steps to get your business online in just 5 days. So, today is day one, and we're going to talk about our ideal customers, determining your audience and where you should find them. So, the importance of knowing who you serve, knowing who your ideal client, customer, listener, viewer, or reader is vital before you start to set up your business. So, if you've already got a business established, this step will also be very useful for you to refresh you. Quite often, we throw ourselves into starting a business and we completely forget to really tie down who our ideal customers are. So the phrase is give the people what they want. But if you don't know exactly who your people are, how are you going to even try and start to do that? So before you even start planning your business, you really need to think about who you're going to serve. Who is your ideal customer? One of the most fundamental aspects of your marketing in the future will be knowing who your ideal customer is. And at this point, you need to be really specific. A lot of people basically think the wider I cast my net, the more customers I'm going to get and the more people I'm going to attract. And people are afraid of being specific about their target audience. But we have to remember that what's attractive to one customer won't necessarily be attractive to others. So you may polarize people. There's going to be some people that will love what you do, and there's going to be some people that really won't. So that's not a bad thing. We definitely only want the people that love us, not the people that don't care what we do, aren't going to want to hear more about us and what our services are, and definitely aren't going to want to spend money with us. So if you don't know who you're looking for, how will you know when you find them? So how do we determine our ideal clients? Or in the online world, we often call them our avatars. So first off, we're going to talk about age and gender. Now, we all like to say age is just a number, but knowing the age bracket of your ideal customers may help us determine their values, what they love, what they prioritize, what they're interested in, and ultimately what they're prepared to spend their money on. So let's just have a look at the different age brackets. Teenagers, their priority might be spending money or spending time on a night out, getting away from their parents, that sort of thing, and talking to their friends. As someone progresses into their 20s, their priorities may be education, growing, developing their careers, developing in their lives, maybe meeting someone that they could spend more time with, or maybe challenging themselves to get a new home. In their 30s and their 40s, maybe they're looking to settle down. They might be a bit more established in their jobs and careers, or they may have actually got to that point where their careers are just not satisfying them anymore and they're looking to break out and do something new. In their 50s, people may be thinking a bit more about the future. They may be thinking about networking with different people, getting into friendship zones around them, and also looking at that pension pot, looking at the house, looking at those sorts of things. They may have children who are growing up and they may have more time. Then if we look at people in their 60s, 70s and 80s, their priorities will definitely change. They may be looking for different things to do. They may have more time available and they may be looking to do those things that they've been putting off for the rest of their lives. So age is definitely something we should consider for our ideal customers. Gender's also a factor that we need to consider, whether our guests are male, female, non-binary or a mixture of the two, and in what proportions. And as we develop, it's more important to realise that we actually need to talk to our audience based more on whether they have male or female dominant tendencies. So your business may be very female focused, it may be very male focused, and some businesses are specifically aimed at either one of those groups, or your target market may be very mixed. For me, I run a rum festival, which I'm sure you know, and although the events are pretty much 50-50 and completely mixed demographics and ages, my target audience is very much female driven, and I find females are the ticket purchasers. They're the ones that buy. So my target audience has been very much a female guest, irrespective of who actually attends the events. So that is gender. Another factor to consider is their marital status. Are your ideal customers single, married, divorced? Do they have children? How old are the children? Do they have pets? All of these factors just give us a bit more of an idea about the people we're targeting and what our avatar will enjoy. If your ideal customer has young children, will this affect their ability to attend an event, say, or use your product or service? Or it might just affect the timings of when you sell to them. Location. Now, this may be that you're setting up a locally based business somewhere geographically, or it may be that your business is more suited to people that live in big cities or people that live in smaller villages. So have a think about exactly where your people are from. Do they own their own houses? Do they rent? Do they live in apartments? Do they live in big detached houses? Do they share their homes? Do they live with flatmates? Do they live with family? All these sort of factors are really important in determining the type of customer we want. Also, we need to look at their education. Are they university graduates? Are they school leavers? What have they done previously? If you're selling a service that may involve them learning, how do they like to learn? Do they like to do practical activities, or do they like to listen to podcasts or listen online or complete online courses? Those sort of factors should all be thought about when you're talking about your ideal avatar. Employment and financial status. Now, this is really important. There's two reasons. One, because we want to really know who we're attracting, who we are aiming to sell to. Their occupation and job title could be very important to their availability. But also their financial status is important to us because we want them to be able to afford our services or our product. If you are selling a high-end product, you will need to make sure that your ideal customers can afford that product. We also want to look at their habits, hobbies, and interests. Now, what do they like to do in their spare time? What inspires them? What newspapers do they read? What TV do they watch? Maybe do they have a favourite quote? Finding out as much detail as possible about our ideal customers allows us to tailor our products or services to be amazing for them. And also, it allows us to direct them towards what we want them to do. For example, if we want to sell them a product, if we know more about them, we can definitely direct them to that. Are we looking for them to spend money at an auction, say, or are we looking for them to buy a product? Are we looking for them to network with other people or become a member of our community? Knowing more about them will definitely help us to sell to them as well. So challenges and pain points. We've looked a lot at the factors which we can see, but realistically, the final thing we need to know about our ideal client is what their pain point is, what challenges they're facing, and how we can help them. So the challenges may be, for example, you're running an online fitness service. The challenge may be exercising when at home. The challenge could be lack of motivation, and their pain point could be putting on weight. So you, as an online fitness coach, could provide them with a solution. So knowing exactly what they're struggling with and what they're facing and what pain they're facing on a daily basis can help us determine exactly how we can help them. So objections and the buying decision. Knowing the reasons why they may not be able to buy from us or may not want our service can really help us to develop our product and to target the right people. Also, does your ideal avatar, your ideal customer, is the buying decision theirs? This may be determined by the price of your product. If you are selling a more expensive product, maybe this will be something that they need to discuss with their partner, their family. Or if it's something cheap and cheerful, usually something under £20, that $20 mark, generally most people will keep that buying decision. It will be ultimately their choice whether they can buy that product or not. So knowing all of these factors about your avatar will help you to determine your product, think about exactly what your business does, and how we are going to grow our business for our ideal clients. So in summary, who is your customer avatar? Make sure you think about their age, their gender, their familial status. Think about where they're based. Think about their employment. Think about their financial status. Dive deep in, find out about their hobbies, their interests, their habits, and maybe even their social media preference, which we'll definitely talk about during this week. So knowing exactly who your avatar is vital to the growth of your business. So here is your day one challenge. Attached is our avatar worksheet, and this is a free download for you. So I'd like you to go away and complete the avatar worksheet for your business. Looks a bit like this. It's got your basic info, goals and values, and lots of different factors for you to go away and complete. Now, I know some of you won't have a printer, so don't worry too much. Just grab a piece of paper and start finding out exactly who your ideal customer is. So we're all in the Facebook group now. I hope you've all managed to join the Facebook group. So tell us about your avatar in the group. Use the hashtag day1 so we can all look and give feedback on your avatar and find out a bit more about each other. So this is day one, and we have you've completed the day one module. There will be a question and answer session at 5 p.m. today where you can ask me any questions. It's on a Facebook Live, so please get on there, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask them in the group. I will do my very best to answer them, and if I can't, I will go away and find out the answers for you. So for now, have a great day, and I will see you later on today.